So it's Monday afternoon now. I nipped and did the food shop on my lunch break, which you may have seen. And then whilst I was out, I'd had an email from the council to say that my forms were ready for my allotment plot. If you watched last week's video, then you will be all up to speed on that one. So I quickly filled out the forms, made a payment, and nipped to the council office to pick up my key. Very excited about the prospect of being able to go there tonight, just have a little look round, sort of measure up, see what's in the shed, probably loads of spiders. Just have a little look if anything's been sort of left around on the plot that I could possibly utilise. Then I realised that I don't have the code for the padlock and the council offices are now closed. I think it's maybe one of those things that they perhaps give it to you once, like via email, once they've confirmed that they've got the forms, but I did it all very quickly today and went in and got the key and just forgot to ask. I'll be frustrated if I can't go tonight because that's what I've been waiting for all day. So it's a bit annoying, but never mind. I have messaged the councillor who sort of oversees the allotments, said, oh, it's all paid for. I've got my shed key so that he knows that I definitely sort of have done it. Because he's the guy that, if you haven't watched last week's video, he's going to come and trim it for me, just to sort of take me back down to ground level because the weeds are about 3 or 4 feet high at the moment. So I'm hoping that he might respond to my message and I'd put in there, oh, I don't have the padlock code. So I'm hoping he might respond and just let me know what it is. With him being the councillor, he probably has more say on being able to do that than just sort of a regular plot holder. I wouldn't want to just turn up and be like, oh, could you let me know the code to some random person that doesn't know me, because they're not allowed to do that. So I wouldn't want to put them in that position. Otherwise, tonight is going to be just a frustrating evening waiting for the council offices to open tomorrow to be able to ask them what the code is. I did also overpay them by accident for the plot. I included an admin fee that didn't need to be paid, so I'll be waiting for them to refund me that, but that's nothing major at all. Other than that, I'm working today from home, which is why I had the luxury of being able to nip and do my food shop on my lunch break. And I've also booked in to do a swim session tomorrow morning, so I do want to keep pushing myself to do that. I touched on it slightly last week. Oh, sorry, I keep putting my hand over the camera lens. Touched on it slightly last week, but I went last Friday morning and did a little swim session lanes. And I think more than anything at this point, I need to get over the fear of going, I think, more than anything else, because obviously it's lane swimming, so the pool is split into, I think, 3 lanes maybe, so a slow, medium and fast lane. So you sort of feel the pressure to just like keep swimming, because obviously that's the idea. So you do a lap, you do the next one, you do a lap, you do the next one. I do stick to the slow lane. It was a little bit slow for me. At times, one of the people in front of me was a little bit slow, so I was having to back off, obviously, because I didn't want her to feel any pressure of me being right behind her. And I'm not a particularly good swimmer or anything like that, so I was just sort of getting used to it. But yeah, I just get in my head a little bit. So I managed 30 minutes. You pay for an hour, but I managed 30 minutes last time before it sort of took over. And I got in my head and it just got quite busy, and I think it just put me off a little bit, with it being my first session. So yeah, just one of those things that I need to get used to doing. Just keep going back, getting used to it. I also didn't put my swim cap on last time. I know that they are the height of fashion, but I didn't put it on. I took it with me and I took goggles too, and I thought, oh, I'm not wearing the swim cap, I'll feel like such a wally wearing it, like, especially because I'm not even a good swimmer. Like, I think that obviously like professional swimmers look fine because it's what they do, but anyway, I'm determined that I'm going to wear it tomorrow, because literally within 5 minutes of my hair being wet in the pool, I was annoyed, because my hair is obviously thick and it just weighs me down when it's wet. Then I came home and I had a shower and I did a couple of other things I wanted to do, but then I just felt like my hair had been wet all day. It was really irritating, because I'd nipped to the shop after going swimming as well, so my hair was literally dripping wet. But yeah, so overcome that fear tomorrow and wear my swim cap, and my motivation is that it's worth it because it means that I don't have to sort my hair when I get home before work. But yeah, So that's the plan. I will update you on the allotment situation and let you know how I got on with that. Fingers crossed for me that I get the code. I've got the code. Oh, bless this counsellor. He's so sweet. I just don't want to annoy him, but yeah, he's really, really sweet, really lovely. But I bet he thinks I'm a right pain in the backside. So yeah, just waiting to finish work now. I haven't got long left, and then I will be heading down to the plot. Gonna have a little think about the things I need to take down with me. I won't take everything down today. Primarily, as I said earlier, I just want to measure it. I've brought some weed suppressant that I am going to take down. I wanted to try and avoid weed suppressant if I could, but realistically I'm just not going to be able to with the state that it's in. I can't get hold of enough cardboard and then topsoil to go on top to weigh it down and that sort of thing. So weed suppressant will have to do for this one. Yeah, and then I'll avoid using it in the future because I know it is sort of plastic essentially, I think. But yeah, so heading down to the allotment after work. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so here we are. This is my allotment plots. This on the right hand side is my neighbours. So yeah, this is what we are faced with at the moment. We do luckily actually have a raised bed here, which is quite nice. I think I'm on my own here. I can't see anyone. I thought I saw somebody, but it was a scarecrow. Yeah, so nice raised bed at the front. The previous people had covered it with a weed suppressant, but obviously they've then just let it go. So it's just grown all around that. We head up here. It's a nice size. It's not too big. Certainly for my first sort of proper plot that I'm going to take on. So this is my shed. It's only a little shed, but it's big enough for me. Nice water butt in there. I'm a bit scared to look in there. Let's have a little look. Oh. Nothing in there, I don't think. Oh my gosh, what was that? No, nothing in there. Up here in that corner, we've got the compost bin, which is again fab. One of the first things that I would have looked for. So yeah, here we are. Tons and tons of weeds, which are going to be stripped down, covering weed suppressant. Might get a couple of bits and pieces in that raised bed down the bottom, just seeing as it's there. Make use of it, and then yeah, get a plan in place. So today I'm going to measure it up, and then I can go back home even, and start drawing something up for a plan. But there you go. That is my little allotment. Hello, it's Tuesday. I have spent my lunch break walking to my allotment and back. I just wanted to see how long it would take me. So it's nice that I've worked out that it is definitely walking distance in a reasonable amount of time. Next few visits probably will drive because I have my tools and things to take with me. But yeah, that's really good that I've worked that out. Took the dog with me, so he's tired as well. Excuse the state of me today. I was due to go swimming this morning. Woke up too late to actually get there and have any reasonable amount of time left, so that was my fault. But to be honest, I needed a bit of a lie-in in bed anyway, so it's fine. I've rebooked for this evening, hence why I didn't bother putting any makeup on today. So gonna head to swimming tonight. Very tempted to take a couple of things with me to just drop off at the allotment on my way back, which I might do because I should have finished swimming by about, well, be back by about 7, because I don't ever stay for the whole hour at swimming. I say don't ever, I've been once, but I'm not planning on staying for the whole hour at all. This time I'm going to build up to that. And then I've just realised Bake Off is back on tonight, and I absolutely love Bake Off. So I'll be heading back for 8 o'clock to do that. So hopefully swimming at 6, at the allotment by 7, and then back home cooking dinner ready for 8 o'clock. But I can just have it in the oven whilst I'm watching Bake Off. So yeah, very exciting day. Not much else to report, nothing else is happening. But I'll probably catch you now swimming or at the allotment afterwards. Hey, so back at the allotment, was going to do a few jobs tonight, but I'm not now, it's raining. And I'm actually really tired from that swim. It was really fast tonight. Like everybody in the slow lane seemed really fast in comparison to me. and I struggled to keep up with them a little bit. I went and grabbed a coffee after, really just for a chance to, like an excuse just to ask the receptionist, who was also doing the coffee, just about some adult swimming lessons, which she informed me that they do. I was thinking that they were going to be around £100 a month, something like that, which I thought, don't really want to be paying that at the moment, but actually they were £33 a month, so that's much better, and I can definitely budget for that. So I'm going to email them and inquire properly about it, and I'd just like to try and figure out whether I need to be a beginner or an improver. I think realistically I need to be an improver, because I can swim. I probably did, well, I don't know, I don't keep track, but I probably did like 16 or 20 laps of the pool today, maybe a little bit less, in sort of half an hour. So I can swim, I'm just not very good at it, so that suggests to me that I need to be an improver, but I will double check before I sign up. But yeah, for £30 odd a month, I thought that was definitely worth it, because swimming is definitely something that I want to be really good at and really confident at. My arm is actually hurting from holding this phone up, because we went so fast today, or fast for me anyway. I know I was in the slow lane, but it's fast for me when it's my second lane swim of my life, really, because you don't really do them as kids, or I didn't anyway. Plot is still looking very much the same. Just brought some bits down tonight, just like a gardener's bucket type thing, and a rake, bits like that. But yeah, my arm is definitely hurting. Down here on my own, I can't remember if I said, but it's raining now, so one of the reasons that I'm not going to stick around. Not that a bit of rain hurt anybody, but I've got wet hair already, so I don't want to make it any worse. I did wear my swim cap, but it kept sliding off my head, so it's just like the edges of my hair that got wet. I did blow dry them a little bit, but it's not perfect with the hair dryers in there. They're not very like strong. But if you do have any tips, if this is quite a niche question, but if anybody out there does wear a swim cap and you have thick hair, so your swim cap slides off your head, what do you do to help it? But for now, I'm going to just nip to the shop and get a little treat, because then it's bake-off time. You've got to watch the first bake-off at least with a treat, so catch you in a bit. Hello my loves, so it's Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock. I did my run this morning, which was my 10k, and it actually went really well. I've been leading up to a 10k run, and yeah, really pleased that I did it. It was a walk run, took us about an hour and a half, so it wasn't fast by any means, but yeah, it's done. So don't know if you'll be able to hear me when it's windy like that. But yeah, so spent the rest of the afternoon at the allotment, only a couple of hours really, but let me turn you around and I'll show you what we've done. Okay, so starting up the top of the allotment, this here is all still just as is, so it's been trimmed, that's all been chopped up, and then it's just been left there, so I need to get some more weed suppressant. This weed suppressant here is actually pants. It's some that we had left over and from our garden, and it lets the light through, lets the weeds through, but for now I'm just going to put it down and then I'll reuse it elsewhere, folding it up once I've got some more of this stuff. So this is the good stuff. I say good, it is plastic, don't eat me for it. I know that plastic isn't ideal, but it's just a solution to the problem that we have, which is weeds all over the allotment. This here is the bit of weed suppressant that I pulled up from the previous owner, and I've just relayed it back down. I think we may as well use it if we can. And then look at this, guys, I've got my first bed in. I haven't even been, well, I've been here just a week, but I haven't had the keys a week, I don't think. But anyway, so this bed was originally here. It does need some repair work on it. That needs just screwing back into place. But what I've done is that was all chopped down as well, all of the weeds. So I've covered it with cardboard, which is my preferred option for covering weeds, and the plastic will be replaced with cardboard eventually in the beds. So yeah, cardboard and then a ton of horse poop, basically, some manure over the top, and I'm just going to let that mulch down because it will really sort of rot down over the winter. I've pulled out some of the weeds that were here just to tidy it up a little bit. We have still got the issue of some weeds down the side going all the way up between us and the neighbour. There's a little gap there in between my weed suppressant, which I'll find something to cover it. But yeah, looking much better than what it did at the start of the week. I can't believe we've got... Yeah, I haven't had it a week. I got my keys on Monday, didn't I? So yeah, we've got one raised bed. All of the weeds are chopped down and covered, so they won't continue. Got some scrap pieces of wood here, which I will eventually make into bed, just holding the weed suppressant down as much as possible. And I have also just weeded. I say weeded, I've missed a couple, but to be fair, it looks better than it did. I've just pulled up sort of a bucket full of weeds on the path between mine and my neighbour's plot, and they are in there, so that full bucket worth in there. That's what I've picked up today. It is just absolutely overtaken with weeds. This is my compost bin here, obviously. Gosh, it's really windy. Oh, how do I open that? Got some bits and pieces in there. I think they must have had a fire previously because it looks like a lot of ash. But I think that's okay. There is actually some more weed suppressant down there. Next time I come down in a couple of days, I will drag that out and see what it looks like. Behind here, so just up to this pallet here, is what I share with my neighbour. Well, up to the pallet is mine, and then the rest is the neighbour's. And then I've got my guttering and my water butt. All I need is just a couple of brackets for that guttering, and then that can go up at the back of the shed on the base. And that will be perfect. I'm just going to grab that spade from over here, this one that's just been thrown down there from somebody, and I'm going to chuck it on this weed suppressant. Just another bit of weight on it, because the key is just, you can sort of see it flapping in the wind because it has still got some height underneath it because of the plants. Over the next couple of weeks, as I come down, I will just readjust it and pull it tighter each time as that underneath dies and degrades basically underneath the weed suppressant. But yeah, really happy with that. Sort of 5 days I've been here, or I've owned the allotment. I haven't been here all 5 days. But yeah, looks much better already. As I said, I'm really pleased with that. Gonna head home now. I'm actually heading home earlier than I anticipated, so I'll be making dinner because I am really hungry. Let me go into the shelter because I don't know what the wind's going to be like on my microphone. It's so sunny, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I did my 10k this morning, as I said, nice and steady. I had a banana before I left because I really struggle eating breakfast early, but I pushed myself to have a banana because I knew I'd regret it if I didn't run in that distance. It would be silly. I then had a cake. We stopped for coffee and cake afterwards at the place that we'd parked. Then I came home and I had some leftover curry from the other night, Thai green curry, for my lunch, but really that's not enough for having done a 10k today and all of these steps with the allotment. I've done 19,000 steps today, so I need to fuel up, and I'm always best if I'm fueled up. And then tomorrow I'm going to my friend's house just to do a couple of bits and pieces at her house. Sunday I am going to my mum's for lunch and I'm doing her nails. You will have seen a previous clip and that was doing my sister's nails last night. I did her hands. But yeah, lunch at my mum's on Sunday and do her nails. So yeah, that's me, but I shall catch you later. Thank you very much for watching so far, guys. Hello, my loves. So it's Sunday evening, and this is where I'm going to leave my vlog. Um, I've just got back from the allotment. Took another trip down there today. Some extra weed suppressant had arrived, so I've taken that down. I've taken the water bar out of the shed, but I haven't put the guttering up yet. That'll be a job for another day. Don't really think I did much else there today. I walked the dogs down with me, just for a change today because I hadn't done their walk yet. So nipped them there and back with me, which was quite nice. They were well behaved. One of them is very antisocial, a very antisocial dog. But it was nice, obviously, being on the allotment plot. I know that that's my space, so I know that he could be down there and just settle a little bit, which he did, which was fab. I will include a couple of pictures here. Just of the work that I've done today, but yeah, that's pretty much, I think, how it will be left. Next week I'm not going to bring you a week in the life vlog. I've got a couple of other videos that I would like to record next week. So one of those will be up next Sunday, and then the other two I'll either keep for another week, or I will pop up in the following weeks. But there is a sewing vlog coming, a couple of bits that I wanted to record for you, just some ideas for some things to sew and a couple of projects that I'll show you how to do. So yeah, I think that might be next Sunday's vlog. But thank you very much for bearing with me, all the lovely comments on the previous week's vlog. I know it's something a little bit different for me, doing weekly vlogs, but I just wanted to get back into the swing of YouTube. Aware that this week may have been a little bit boring, please be nice. I dread any hate comments. But yeah, just seeing how the week went, really, and what we've been up to. So obviously the allotment is taking up a lot of my time this week, but it'll be pretty much put to bed, I think, now, over winter. But if I do nip down and anything significant changes, then I will update you in another video. But yeah, that's me for today. I went to my mum's for a lovely roast dinner. It was really, really good. But yeah, so just chilling for the rest of the evening now. Obviously tomorrow is our Queen's funeral. So yeah, I think it'll be a quiet one all round for everybody tomorrow. But yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you do like these videos, do pop a comment down below. And of course, if you have any ideas of anything else that you'd like to see, or any future videos, then do pop them down in there as well, because I'd love to know what it is that you enjoy watching from me. And also do remember to like and subscribe if you can, because it just does let me know that people are out there that want to watch my videos. So thank you very much for watching, as I said, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.